Good day, my name is Gary Mays and my presentation is going to cover the critical path method. Critical path method is a scheduling tool used for complex or large research proposals that cites milestones and time involved between those milestones. A typical project may have many tasks involving different people that at certain times produce problematic procedures in keeping track of objectives. Under this guidance, it would seem far too easy for certain activities to fall behind or get lost in the sea of endless tasks. These forgotten tasks and errors in planning can severely affect the timescale of the whole entire project. CPM helps managers figure out two very important things. One, how long it takes to complete the project, and two, what are the critical tasks that must be completed before starting other dependent tasks. As stated, a CPM is a network of events that is linked to one another's following activities. Each of these activities is represented in a diagram as a node on a network, and connecting lines are drawn to represent the time schedule to complete each activity. A critical path method schedule must be completed using the following four steps. First one, identify the activities. Next, determine the sequence of activities. Following that is connect or create a network of activities. And the final step is enter the completion time for every activity listed on step 1. So, to identify the activities refers to a complete list of activities needed to complete that project. This list can be prepared from the work breakdown structure or the project scope and its details. This will be the key to later add sequential durations in the subsequent steps. Activities shall be identified by name, stationing, and coding, and have a duration as to how long it would take to complete that task. Determine the sequence of activities is one of the key factors of a CPM. A complete and thorough understanding of the sequence of the activities is needed to prepare and connect the list of activities prepared for the previous step. Linking activities must be analyzed and connected properly to achieve the expected results. Failing to do so can lead to mistakes and misrepresentation of the project activities, leading to a false time frame or erroneous project completion dates. If one crew is being used to perform similar activities, these activities must be linked together. Creating a network addresses that all activities have been defined and interdependence of activities has been analyzed. It is required to create the network of activities. It is of vital importance that all critical work sequence has been linked with logical coordination and planning requirements. The CPM format shall be based on calendar days as their main planning unit. Working days should be avoided when planning or preparing a critical path method schedule. Estimate activity completion time surrounds using previous experience that express time estimates that can be presented and shall represent the necessary time to complete the activity for a single resource unit. It is one of the most important steps for preparing a CPM because it will help you determine the time needed or availability to perform an activity. I've covered a broad overview of the critical path method that surrounds 4 steps in the representation of time schedule to complete the activity. These 4 are: identify the activities, determine the sequence of activities, connect or create a network of activities, and enter the completion time for every activity listed on step 1. CPM was developed for complex but fairly routine projects with minimal uncertainty in the project completion times. Far less routine projects, there is more uncertainty in the completion times than in major projects. To help and achieve both of these project structures, the CPM model helps in properly arranging sequential tasks in the correct order for a specified duration for a specific activity. In closing, the summary was designed to provide a broad overview regarding the importance of the CPM, or critical path method, that encapsulates the processes of managing the project's taskings in a methodical manner. Without this type of structure and guidance, it would be far too easy for certain activities to fall behind, get lost in the planning, which could affect the cost of a project. Thank you.